Welcome to the Sophia Chang Show. It's 2019 and it's time to fast. I love fasting. Most of you know that I spent most of my life as an atheist, so I'm a baby Christian. And one of the fun, cool new things I got to do as a Christian was fast. Now, for health reasons, I do not and cannot fast from eating. However, the cool thing about fasting is that you can fast from anything that you either turn to in some addictive or compulsive way, or anything that makes you turn away from your relationship with God and from your spiritual path. So fasting can be something tangible, like time on the computer, to something really personal or psychological. And I usually pick one of those or several. So I love starting the new year with a fast. And I don't remember the last time I've even done resolutions. I've done word of the year, and then ever since I became a Christian, not too long ago, I have started every year with a fast. I also fast the 40 days, I fast for Lent, the 40 days leading up to Easter. So pretty much I spend the first 4 months of every year fasting. And this year I'm doing 2 fasts at once. I wanted to start one on the first of the year, and I usually like doing it with a church, but I couldn't find a church that was doing it, so I'm going through the Bible app, which is made by YouVersion. I am not getting paid for any of these endorsements, by the way, but I'll be happy to. And I'm doing a 21-day fast through them. And then I joined in on the 40-day sugar detox, which started yesterday. This is run by Wendy Speak, and I just heard her on another podcast, one called Jesus Over Everything, and she was featured on it. So I decided to jump on in. Not because I have a sugar addiction, but because, last year I was diagnosed with anti-MOG and a rare autoimmune disease. And gut health and autoimmune diseases have a lot of influence on each other. So I know that healing my gut health, and I hate saying gut health because it makes me sound like one of those woo-woo health coaches that are constantly touting some kind of new diet fad, which I am completely guilty of following these trends. Remember the lemon water thing? I was doing that for a while. I was green smoothieing for a long time. So I definitely fall for those, but I try not to just jump on any fad without extensive research, and because it can actually be really harmful. So even though one of my fasts turned out to actually be food-based, I'm not doing it for the dietary restriction or even for the health benefit itself, even though that is true and substantial. I jumped on it, number one, because I like the accountability of doing a fast with a whole bunch of people. Just knowing that you're not the only one is a great motivator, especially if you're doing something for 40 days, which can seem like a really long time. And the second reason is because I like Wendy's fast in particular. It goes beyond just the dietary restriction, and it's more about turning away from the things that we rely on in the world that are really ephemeral and external to ourselves, and turning it towards something that's a lot more steady, something that gives you an inner strength, an inner guidance or compass, and that's your relationship with God. So that's exactly why I like this fast as opposed to just some general, I'm not going to eat cookies, something like that. Another reason I like fasting is because I find it so much easier to get rid of these bad habits rather than try to add on a new one. I know for most people it's the opposite, but I think ever since I got into the whole KonMari thing for Nomad 2015, I just really like getting rid of stuff. So let me know if you have any personal traditions that you'd like to use to herald in a new season or a new year. And I want to take a moment to thank you for listening to this podcast on all of 2018. And if you're enjoying the Sophia Chang Show, then I would really appreciate if you could give a 5-star rating in iTunes, Apple Podcasts, and better yet, write a review or share this with a friend. The more you do that, it helps this podcast to reach more people.